Last year, Genshin Impact is one of the hottest game of 2020. Genshin Impact is so huge, not only in the Asia, but also in the West. Genshin Impact surprised the gaming community because of being a free-to-play game with a very amazing scenery, graphics, and being unique to the gacha game genre. Genshin Impact became the top of the gacha game, beating all the competition, and also beating other mainstream game. It's been a 1 year since the release of Genshin Impact. A lot of things happened in the last 12 months since the release. Is Genshin Impact still the best gacha game, or Genshin Impact is on the verge of being a dead game? Genshin Impact is an open-world action RPG developed by MiHoYo for PC, iOS, Android, PS4, and PS5 platform. The Genshin Impact began development in early 2017 and was designed to combine elements of the real world with anime style. The Genshin Impact had a development and marketing budget of around $100 million, making it one of the most expensive video games to develop. Since the release, the Genshin Impact received generally positive reviews, with critics praising the combat and open-world freedom, while some criticism was raised because of its in-game content and monetization model. Genshin Impact has over 50 million players worldwide, and of course, the Genshin content is in demand, so a lot of people watch streamers playing Genshin. In fact, just hours after launch, Genshin Impact had more than 110,000 concurrent viewers on live streaming platform Twitch, making it more popular than Fortnite for the day, and to this day, it continues to be one of the most popular titles on Twitch. Especially when there is a announcement stream for upcoming update.
I remember I watched the live stream of the new Genshin announcement for like the 2.0 in Azuba, where they announced the new area, and I think it was getting like almost
400,000 people.
Yeah, 400,000 people
on Twitch.
On Twitch, not YouTube. Twitch live concurrent.
Or when the streamer wishes on the new banner. Speaking of spending money and how many players playing Genshin, of course, we don't forget that Genshin Impact is a gacha game. That's why we are going to talk about Genshin Impact revenues. And how much is it? In its first week after release, Genshin Impact grossed over $60 million. Then in less than 2 weeks, it grossed over $100 million and took the title of the most popular Chinese game released in the West. Then in October, Genshin Impact was the highest grossing game worldwide during that month. By the end of his first month, it grossed over $245 million. In the following month, Genshin Impact continued to find success, picking up close to $148 million in the total of $393 million during his first 2 months. Genshin Impact was the number 2 revenue-generating mobile game worldwide, ranking behind Honor of Kings from Tencent at number 1. On average, Genshin Impact has to earn more than $6 million a day. That doesn't even include the revenue from the PC and console version. So assuming if you combine all the revenue in all platforms, Genshin Impact generate close to $800 million of his first 2 months. In the mobile revenue, China was the largest market for players spending during Genshin Impact first 2 months, generating over $120 million, 30.5% of total revenue. Then Japan is number 2, picking up close to $98 million or nearly 25% of the revenue. Then in number 3 is the USA, generating over $74 million or 18.8% of the revenue. Then in less than 6 months, Genshin Impact grossed over $1 billion on mobile alone, making it one of the highest grossing mobile game of all time. And the fastest game to reach that milestone on Google Play and App Store. Remember, that is only the mobile revenue. So hypothetically, Genshin Impact grossed over $2 billion with mobile, PC, and console combined. So all MiHoYo investment on making Genshin Impact is so worth it. One thing that I'm really proud about Genshin Impact is the world building. The world of Genshin Impact is so huge. Even the NPC has their own different kind of story, different personality, goals, and motivation that feel like a real human. Don't forget the lore of Teyvat, the Archon War, and also every region has their own lore. They tell us what happened to this village, region, or island, and every character connection to each other's story, and etc. For me, that is so amazing. Almost every single thing in Genshin Impact has a lore. That's why the world of Genshin Impact feels so alive. I really love that they put a lot of effort in every single details in the lore. That's why for me, Genshin Impact is not the same as other gacha game. Because Genshin Impact is more to that. Genshin Impact is such a great adventure game, so when you follow the lore, you will more enjoy playing and exploring the game. Currently, there are 3 nations that have playable plotlines. Mondstadt based on Germany, Liyue based on China, and Inazuma based on Japan. And also, some of the places and lore is based on real life. For example, Inazuma was based in Edo period Japan. And some lore in Inazuma is based in Japanese folklore. Then also, MiHoYo announced that they are planning to release the 4 remaining nations after Inazuma within the next 4 years. And I cannot wait what country they are going to base the other nation. The music of Genshin Impact is so amazing, and for me, their OST is one of my favorite video game music. They are very catchy and relaxing music that really fit on the atmosphere of the game. And also one of the things that I really like that MiHoYo did is in every nation, they use a traditional instrument. For example, we know that Inazuma is based in Japan. So in the soundtrack, they are using a lot of traditional instruments from Japan, such as taiko drums or shamisen. Same as in the other nation, they use different traditional instruments that are only comes from what country they are based in. Also, let's not forget about the character trailer theme song, especially the 5-star character theme song. The music they choose really capture on how badass or cute the character. We already talked about on how amazing the music of Genshin Impact. Then let's talk about on how amazing the Genshin Impact trailer. But back in the day, before the release of the game, the trailer that they post are so simple.
私の名前はアストローギスト・モナメギストス、偉大なる先生術師モナっていう意味です。この歴史的瞬間を私と共に見届けるわよね。はっやっはっはっ。
But when the Genshin Impact became more popular, they improved their trailer, especially the Zhongli character trailer, that even to this day, a lot of people calling it being the best character trailer.
This is an age of gods and monsters. I wish not for dominion. Yet I cannot watch the common folk suffer.
I will have order.
And it was also the 3rd most views video on Genshin Impact YouTube channel. The character trailer really helped Zhongli to become one of the most popular character and one of the highest character banner sale. For me, there are 3 main reasons on why majority of the player wish for a character. First, I just mentioned earlier, if the character trailer is amazing, then people will wish for that character. Because the character trailer show all the things about the character, such as abilities, goals, motivation, and personality of the character. The second reason is the character itself. Players summon for a character if they are waifu or husbando materials. Then the last reason is the character Japanese voice actor. If you are reading a comment section of the character trailer, character leak videos, and etc., for sure you come across a lot of player wishes for the character because of their Japanese voice actor. Even you don't know anything about Japanese voice actor, for sure you recognize at least one Japanese voice actor because most of the Genshin Impact character is voiced by one of the most talented, beloved, and famous Japanese voice actor. Such as Rita Kashi voicing Hutao, Ayane Sakura voicing Yae Miko, Matsuoka Yoshitsugu voicing Xiao, Aoi Yuki voicing the main character Lumin, Aoi Koga voicing the best companion, pet and emergency food, Paimon, Maya Uchida voicing Fischl, Saori Hayami voicing Kamisato Ayaka, Murase Ayumu voicing Benti, Chuda Kenjiro voicing Daysleep, and Miyuki Sawashiro voicing Raiden Shogun. That's why a lot of Seiyu otaku started playing Genshin Impact because of their favorite Japanese voice actor voicing a character in Genshin Impact. The character of Genshin Impact is the heart of Genshin Impact. They impact the way you play, they are the reason on why you are grinding, and most importantly, how much you spend to get them. Also, they are the reason on why Genshin Impact became so popular. That's why MiHoYo did a great job on how to market them. As for the character themselves, all of them are very interesting character, with some character has the same element, weapon, and playstyle. But MiHoYo made sure that every character is different when it comes to character design, backstory, ambition, and personality, so every character is unique to each other. One thing that I'm glad that I never seen to the Genshin Impact community is gatekeeping. I'd never seen a player gatekeeping a streamer, content creator, or even just a regular person. But instead, all I see are players inviting other person to play Genshin Impact. Not because they wanted those people to become addicted and to spend money. The real reason they invited those people because they really love Genshin Impact and they wanted to share it with the other people. Also, they know that Genshin Impact is for every kind of gamers because there are a lot of things you can do. For example, if you're a kind of gamer that really love Animal Crossing, then Genshin Impact has its own housing system. And a lot more events such as dating sims, hide and seek, fishing event, tower defense, Fall Guys, and also type event. And I'm really surprised because there's a lot of different kind of event game and most of them are very enjoyable. The issue of Genshin Impact is depending on the player. Every player has a different issue on Genshin Impact. As for me, my issue on Genshin Impact is the reward they gave us. The 1 billion Primo Gem event is a joke, the 30 days login is also a joke, and of course, they tried to improve the 30 days login, but the reward is still a joke. But one thing I don't know what MiHoYo is thinking is the reward you receive when your AR level up. And I'm talking about the reward in the higher AR.
That was like 4 months! That's it? That's all you get for that? That's like 4 months of grinding! Oh! What? Oh!
In AR 56 up to 59, they gave us one standard banner wish and 50,000 Mora. Like, what the F? In the other games, they gave you a lot when you level up. But in Genshin Impact, when you reach AR 55, the adventure rank level is worthless. As for the other people, their issue in Genshin Impact is about resin issue, aim burn, loss of content. But the most complaint I see the most, and for me, the biggest issue that Genshin Impact is facing right now is... I talked to my friend about the artifact issue and he's played Genshin Impact since the release, and after 9 months, he said that he got tired of farming artifacts. And I totally agreed to that because farming artifact is so stressful.
Please tell me it's good. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Oh no!
Listen, artifact farming is fun, guys.
He said that he can perfect star up to floor 11 chamber 3 with decent artifacts. And it's okay for him because he doesn't care about achieving 36 stars on the Spiral Abyss. He is happy for his decision and he feels much better now, enjoying the game a lot more because the game became more challenging. My friend said that he can defeat every bosses, but it will take a lot more time and he prefers that because he can play for much longer. That's why he's not bothering to do a artifact farming because for him it's a waste of time. I totally agree to him because it's so tiring farming for months in one domain and fighting the same enemy over and over again. That's why I'm hoping MiHoYo to do something as quickly as possible to fix the artifact farming and rolling. Remember, all the best game in the world also has an issue, and Genshin Impact is not exception to that. Just because Genshin Impact has an issue, it doesn't mean it's a bad game, because Genshin Impact has a lot of good things. One of the good things about Genshin Impact is the community. The Genshin community is one of the awesome community compared to the other gaming community. I know that some of the Genshin gamers in Twitter is so toxic, but I never seen a toxicity inside of the game, only on the Twitter that I see all the toxicity. In other online game, it was inside of the game that are very toxic. That's why I think Genshin Impact is such an amazing community if you compare it to the other gaming community. And one of my favorite things to do in Genshin Impact is exploring because every places is unique to each other. In Mondstadt, I love walking in the city, and I just love everything about the city, especially the houses, because I'm a huge fan of the design of the houses from the Middle Age Europe. For Liyue, I love the mountain area, however, climbing is such a hassle. But when you finally reach the peak and seeing the view is so fantastic, especially the view in Genshin Peak with a sunset in the background is so perfect. And lastly, Inazuma. For sure, most of the player, if you ask them what is their favorite nation in terms of design, for sure, Inazuma is their answer. Inazuma is so amazing and unique. And it really captured the Edo period Japan. The Inazuma City, especially the castle, the sakura petals slowly falling into the ground, the forest, and the staircase with Torii Gate in Mount Yogo is few example on what's great about Inazuma. When I'm exploring, I always stop for a moment and I just enjoy the view, and it feels relaxing, especially it's pandemic right now. I feel like I'm going outside and traveling in real life and seeing the beautiful places and appreciate the beauty of Teyvat. That's why exploring is the most I love about Genshin Impact, because it really helped me a lot in this pandemic world we live in right now. I'm really happy for what's happening right now in Genshin Impact. The game really improved a lot in these past few months. And it was really a different game compared to the Genshin Impact last year. MiHoYo is really taken seriously about the survey they do 3 times every update. I really like that they try different things and ask the players what they love or what they hate about the things they added. And props to MiHoYo because they really try to do their best to make Genshin Impact even more better. For me, the future of Genshin Impact is really bright. MiHoYo has a lot of plans to come, and we are not even halfway to the main story. We have only 3 nations available right now, and 4 nations that is confirmed to release in the future. They are planning to release the 4 nations within 4 years, and what will happen after they all release it? I think they will added more places like the Sky Island, Celestia, the Ancient Civilization, Kenria, and then lastly, the most excited one for me is the Dark Sea. Because all the gods who were defeated in the Archon War and refused under the Order of the Seven fled to the Dark Sea. For the story, we also have the unknown god that stopped Lumin and Aether. I think we are not seeing her for 5 years because she might be the final boss of Teyvat. Also, it's possible that the other gods in both Celestia and the Dark Sea, maybe we will see them as a playable character in the future. And maybe they will have a different powers and they will introduce as a 6 stars character. Also remember, in the beginning of the main story, both Lumin and Aether are traveling in different worlds. And it's possible that MiHoYo will introduce the other world where Lumin and Aether came from. It's just few example of my theory, and it's so fun to speculate on what will happen to the future of Genshin Impact. And I'm really excited for all the future character, especially their Japanese voice actor that will join in Genshin Impact, and also all the upcoming plans of MiHoYo for the future of Genshin Impact. Whatever their plans in the future, I'm really certain that it's for the improvement of Genshin Impact to remain the most popular and best gacha game.